Okay, here we are talking about the present perfect, which is on page 40 of your textbook. The present perfect is actually one of the most difficult problems in English grammar, knowing when to use it and how we use it. And basically here, it's when we want to show a past event or state is connected with now, the moment of speaking. We use the present perfect. And one example is if something started in the past and continues in the present. Life expectancy has increased since 1900. It is not uncommon for people to live into their 80s now. So what I'm saying here is that life expectancy began to increase in 1900, and it is still increasing now. Life expectancy means how long we expect people to live. Before 1900, people did not live as long, and then after 1900, it began to increase, and it still continues to increase. Technology has helped people in many ways. This means technology helped people in the past, and it still helps people now. Too much technology isn't healthy. Sometimes we want to show that something happened repeatedly in the past and has an effect on something in the present. For example, I've watched that movie too many times, I think I know it by heart. This means as a result of watching that movie many times in the past, I know it by heart. By heart means that I have memorized it. Or many roads have become crowded and this causes frequent traffic jams. So we now have frequent traffic jams because of roads becoming more and more crowded in the past. Okay. Sometimes something started and ended in the past, but has an effect on something in the present. So I can say for something like, I need to talk to Barbara for a minute. Is she here? And the answer, no, she's gone to the library. Means she went to the library, so she isn't here now. Are you hungry? No, I've already eaten. That means I ate in the past, so I'm not hungry now. There's a cause and effect relationship between the past and the present. Okay, there are a group of adverbs that we often use along with the present perfect. We can think of them as kind of cue words for the present perfect. Things like already, just, never, yet, always, lately, so far. Okay, is Joe still here? No, he's already gone home. He has already gone home. Just, I've just finished my paper, it means a short time ago. Have you ever been to China? This is with ever and never. No, I've never been to China, but I've been to Vietnam. Yet. Is Bill here? No, he hasn't come in yet. Always. You've always been unhappy about your job. Now I think it's time to do something about it. Lately. I've had a lot of trouble sleeping lately. This means recently. Recently is another word with which you might use the present perfect. I've had a lot of trouble sleeping recently. Or so far. How's the movie? This is, say, I'm in the living room and watching a movie and someone in my family says, how is the movie? And I can say, it's been great so far. It's not finished yet. All right, here is a time expression in the past few days or over the past month. This in a period of time and over a period of time really has the same meaning. So I can say we've spoken several times in the past month and I think it's time to make a decision. Or I can say we've spoken several times over the past month. You see, these are two expressions that mean the same thing. And I think it's time to make a decision. Okay, we often use present perfect with for and a period of time, or since a specific time in the past. And students often confuse these two things, that after for you want a period of time, and since is a specific time in the past. So I say, I've been in the U.S. for 5 years. That means I came to the U.S. 5 years ago. I'm still here now. I haven't worked for 2 months. I really need to find a job soon. It means I lost my job 2 months ago, so I have been unemployed for 2 months. But when I use since, I'm talking about specific times in the past. I've been in the U.S., since, hold on a minute. I saw a mistake that I had to fix. Okay. I've been in the U.S. since 2012. This is a time in the past. I've been in the U.S. for 5 years, but I've been in the U.S. since 2012. The meaning is the same. I haven't worked since the beginning of December. It's the same meaning as I haven't worked for 2 months, since now is the beginning of January.